On the first day, what did the body tell you? You were by far and alone the one to raise the initial suicide specter. Are people to believe all is right in Lake County?
It's a CBS 2 exclusive. Tough questions tonight for the Lake County coroner who examined G.I. Joe. Good evening, I'm Rob Johnson.
And I'm Erica Sargent. The investigation and death of the Fox Lake lieutenant fascinated the country. And now, for the first time, he's talking to CBS 2's Brad Edwards.
9/1/2015, 7 p.m. The body of Lieutenant Charles Glenowitz lay on the slab. G.I. Joe, the man who raised the first red flags, the coroner.
This is your first in-depth sit-down interview.
Correct.
6 weeks later, the meeting that changed it all.
It was a week ago today.
What happened?
There must have been 40 or 50 law enforcement individuals there. Nothing was held back.
What was going through your head?
I was dumbfounded.
Could this definitive conclusion have been brought any earlier?
Retrospectively, 60 days, and what I was shown on Monday was extremely timely, done very well. Some of the scenarios sounded fiction-like.
Maybe the biggest, the allegation the dead lieutenant's son engaged in a sham marriage to boost military benefits.
The punishment that it'll be meted out for that is going to be very, very severe for that son. You don't do that to the United States Army. They don't play games.
On the first day, what did the body tell you?
There was absolutely no defensive wounds whatsoever. His uniform was in roll call order, which is rare in a struggle, and there was only a little mud on his knees. The fatal gunshot wound to the left chest was 2 inches under the upper collar of the bulletproof vest, and that made no sense whatsoever. And so how does somebody get that close to him and shoot him? And he, being a trained Army reservist, didn't fight it off.
Yet there wasn't a note. There was a mourning family, maybe in on the ruse.
Let's go to the back.
He was first, early on, to raise the specter of suicide.
And lambasted for that.
I'd say more the word for that would be irresponsible. We don't deal off of assumptions. We don't work cases off of assumptions. We work cases off of facts.
Was it worth it?
Of course, we've got the right answer.
And yet at the final press conference, there you are with Chief Valenko, side by side. Is that a sham, or is there a real detente?
He's got an ego, I've got an ego. I and I alone was in charge of making the manner of death. This office seeks the truth. That's all we're looking for, is the truth.
And he says to that end, in this case, he's 100% sure they've found that truth. We're live tonight in Fox Lake. Brad Edwards, CBS 2 News. Rob and Erica.
So, Brad, why now? Why a week after that press conference when all this information came out did the coroner decide that he wanted to sit down for an in-depth interview?
Well, I think it was also a lot of days and a lot of information has come out since that initial press conference. I think today he was just ready to simply talk about it. I think there has been a detente reached between he and others in power, but he also believes others still likely need to be held to account and answer some questions that still go unanswered, and I'm sure they will develop in the coming days. Erica, Rob?
Yeah, so Brad, he raised the specter of the suicide early on, and then everything changed at that meeting with that all those law enforcement officials last week. What, other than all the information, what else changed there?
I mean, he believes really it wasn't information because initially, yes, indeed, he had what they found at the scene. He had the findings, but he didn't have any justification for it. There was no note left behind. They had to wait for weeks for those texts to come forward. And when those came out, the texts, some information in those final texts, he said that was really the clincher, and those only came through a couple weeks ago. Rob?
Okay. Brad Edwards live in Fox Lake for us. Thanks.